Hi, how you doing? I'm back with another video talking about Plato. So, Plato didn't like poets, okay? And he exiled poets from his utopian republic. We discussed some of the reasons why he did that, and then in this video I'm going to say that Plato says that poets are bad because they provide horrible examples. And what are those horrible examples in poetry is that one of them is women. He's a misogynist, for sure. And then the other one is bad men. He says that they give examples of such things which corrupts the society. And he goes on and talk about it that not only just bad men and women, but also some other people like artificers, or I don't know, a smith. These people are low people, like in his point of view, of course. And he calls these people ignorant multitude. And he says that poetry waters something that should be dried up, and that something is passion. For him, there is a dichotomy, passion here, and the other way is logic or intelligence. He sees it that way, and he thinks that these two are against each other. Actually, it's a very kind of a famous dichotomy. Mostly the Western dichotomy is that, like, logic and passion, and these two should be against each other. No, these two are not against each other. They are part of each other, which makes us human in general. But Plato doesn't think like that. Yes, and due to these reasons, he says that there should be no poetry and no poet. There should be no poets in the Republic. But he has some exceptions. For example, he says that not all poetry or poets are exiled. We can have some poetry. And what kind of poetry is that? It's more much of a heroic, epic poetry which praises the gods, which discusses the good deeds of noble men, and the kind of poetry which is for war and disciplining the army. These things are good in his opinion. And also he says that if you want to be a poet, there are some standards. You can just become a poet. I won't let you. This is my republic, and I say how you should do. He says that, first of all, you should be over 50. Over 50. And then he says that you should be a noble man. You should have done some noble things in your life. Then you can do poetry. And also, another thing that they can write poems about it is to praise gods or hymn for gods. Yeah, that's what they can do. And also, I think there are some other reasons. Let me check. Themselves and be honorable. Yes, we talked about that. Oh, and also, Plato says that when we write poems about stuff like this, like for disciplining the army, epic poetry, kind of heroic praising gods or men doing good deeds or noble stuff, it doesn't matter if that poem is not that much musical, or it doesn't rhyme that much. It's okay, it doesn't matter. For him, the poetry should be pedagogical, educational. And who are the people who determine that these people can be poets? Are those guardians that we talked about, those guardians who educate actually people and these poets. They can say that, yeah, this one can be a poet, the other one can't. This poem is good, the other one is not good. That's how they make decisions. So yes, although it's called republic, actually it's not that much of a republic. It's more much of a utopian dictatorship. So that's all I wanted to talk about. I hope you learned something. Have a nice day, night, evening. I don't know where you are.